Everybody on this stage has changed a position or two.
Accused of political expediency, Hillary Clinton at times tried to revise history. Clinton now opposes a trade deal progressives hate, even though she supported the deal as Secretary of State.
I did say when I was Secretary of State 3 years ago that I hoped it would be the gold standard. It was just finally negotiated last week. And in looking at it, it didn't meet my standards.
But in dozens of speeches around the world, Clinton didn't say anything merely about hope. In fact, she roundly endorsed the deal.
The so-called TPP will lower barriers, raise standards, and drive long-term growth across the region.
We will not let you build this pipeline.
On the Keystone Oil Pipeline and other projects liberals cannot stand, Clinton announced her opposition last week.
I never took a position on Keystone until I took a position on Keystone.
But according to government documents, Clinton, as Secretary of State, supported the pipeline. And on some occasions, she publicly rationalized her support.
We're either going to be dependent on dirty oil from the Gulf or dependent on dirty oil from Canada.
Bernie Sanders appeared to have some trouble with the facts when he was asked about gun control. Years ago, as a member of the House, Sanders supported a bill to protect gun manufacturers from lawsuits.
Which is it? Shield the gun companies from lawsuits or not?
Let's begin, Anderson, by understanding that Bernie Sanders has a D- voting record from the NRA.
That's true, but the question was about protecting gun manufacturers.
Do you want to shield gun companies from lawsuits or not?
Of course not. This was a large and complicated bill.
It was a large bill, but the fact is that as a member of the House, Sanders voted for H.R. 1036, Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act. The law protects gun manufacturers from lawsuits, a protection that does not extend to most other product manufacturers. Sanders and Clinton both promoted their efforts to rein in Wall Street.
Well, my plan is more comprehensive, and frankly, it's tougher.
Senator Sanders, Secretary Clinton just said that her policy is tougher than yours.
Well, that's not true.
On that point, Sanders is correct. Wall Street firms have said repeatedly they fear the Sanders plans far more than they fear Clinton's, partly because the Vermont senator would break up the biggest banks. Finally, debate moderator Anderson Cooper asked Hillary Clinton about her email controversy.
There's an FBI investigation, and President Obama himself just 2 days ago said this is a legitimate issue.
Well, I never said it wasn't legitimate. I said that I have answered all the questions.
But Clinton has not explained how her server was set up and whether she did anything to protect it from hacking. Altogether, fact-check groups say the 5 candidates on stage produced more than 20 questionable claims. David Shuster, Al Jazeera.